Sussan Ley has just become the new Deputy Leader of the Liberal Party, and I'm very pleased to say she joins us now. Congratulations, Sussan.
Thanks very much, Paul. Great to be on the program.
So we know a lot about why people think the election went the way that it did, but let's look forward. Women did turn hard. How are you able to start a process of reaching out? Is it like Albo went on his listening tour after the 2019 election? Is there a world of listening before we start talking?
I won't be singing from the rooftops. I won't be issuing press releases. I will simply, along with my female colleagues and the network of wonderful women we have around the country, on the ground, so to speak, be talking face to face in coffee shops, in childcare centres, on factory floors, wherever women who chose not to support us at the last election gather, and where we can just simply ask them why and what they would like to see from the Liberal and National parties, but more importantly, Paul, to reassure the very many that did support us that we are here, true to our core values, and as many have said, but it's certainly true, forming government in the sensible centre and just moving. I mean, if you look at Anthony Albanese, I just always think of the ideological. We have to move from the ideological to the practical. That's what this opposition will be about.
If I had told you 2 years ago that we should have an electricity system that you can rely upon and that women should be racing against women in an Olympic event, you would go, okay. But now to have both of those views is apparently crazy. Isn't the sensible centre being dragged further left as opposed to being where we've always been for a long time, where to be a sensible centrist 5 years ago is now apparently hardcore right wing?
I think the issues change, and I think that when you, if you like, average out views on, as you put it, the left and the right, sometimes that's not always a helpful term because individuals have got all sorts of views, that scatter across a range of thoughts and ideas and actually change over the time of their lives. I think we come back to what matters to aspirational families who want a better life for their children and want to see their community thrive and know that they live in the best country in the world. And, that often gets interpreted differently by different people. But I come back to the practical, and you've talked a lot tonight about energy. I think it's really important. I represent rural constituents, and they worry all the time about their power bills, and they live on low and fixed incomes. And they just don't have the luxury of being able to say, pick a target and it's a renewable energy target and everything else must follow. How about you look at the outcome first, which is affordable power, and then manage the transition sensibly, which is what we are all about.
So, final question. Obviously, it's to win more seats than you did last time. But in 3 years' time, what will have been a successful addition to the Liberal Party leadership that you can bring?
Well, it will be a different leadership because it's Peter Dutton and I, but it will be also very much the team on the field. One of the advantages of being in opposition is you can put all of your players out there and they can all come up with good ideas. We will see evolution of policy, of course, the sensible centre. But we're not just going to park ourselves and wait 3 years. We're going to work incredibly hard to win back the trust and the faith of the people who have lost that trust in certain parts of Australia. And we're going to present to them an absolutely first-class alternative to what I know will be an incompetent Labor government.
Oh, bloody oath, bloody oath. All right, thank you very much. You've always got a friend in us to be able to come and have a chat anytime to make your case. Thank you very much, Sussan.